Well, I was a little frustrated with some of the calls, and then it was 8-3 when they scored the 5-on-3, and I was just like, geez, got to get out of this game. And then lo and behold, we got a 5-on-3. So, good thing Combs showed up tonight. So, I thought the first period, you know, we get the 6 power plays right in a row. We do a great job killing. I mean, they could hardly get the puck in the zone. And then we tried to make a play shorthanded and put the puck up the middle, couple of forwards leaving the zone, and, you know, turn the puck over and boom, it's in the net. So that was a little bit frustrating. And then I felt pretty confident once we got the lead going into the third period. We've been pretty good in the third so far, so, or lately. So we're going to take tomorrow off, and then who do we play Saturday night? Brampton, yeah. Tulsa, yeah, I was going to say. That's next week. That's next week. So Brampton's in town. I guess, I don't know where they are right now. They must be playing somebody. I think they were in, not in our town, but I know they're down here somewhere. I don't know. They play in Tulsa tomorrow. Does anybody know? Friday night. Who are they playing during Friday? Wichita? Yeah, you've been sleeping. My guess is they're playing somebody on Friday night, which would be fine with us. We get a little rest. So tomorrow off, and sitting good right now. Combs leading the league in goals, though. I'm probably get a phone call one of these days. So
can you refuse?
I can refuse, but no. I mean, I think it'll take somebody to sign into a contract. He won't just go if somebody calls. I think they'll. You know, he's not going to go anywhere and try out, so we'll see. But it was fun, that line. You know, I thought one thing I want to mention tonight, Costello. I told him to ice his shoulders. He had 3 or 4 big hits. If you guys saw that, I think he had the second most hits on the team. So it was a good third period after we killed off that, you know, got the power play goal. So
Steve, when you called the time out there at the end, is that because you wanted to put Combs that line back out there?
Yeah, I just wanted to get him out because with the 5-on-3, you usually don't get that tired on a 5-on-3. So I was just trying to get another power play goal. But that, you know, when I was negotiating with Costello this summer, and, you know, he missed a lot of time with a concussion last year, so, you know, one of the things that he told me that Combs did not like it in Europe, and he was coming wherever he went. So I knew when I signed him, I was probably going to, you know, you hear that, but until you know, right before training camp, I get the call, Combs is coming back. So several teams were trying to get him, and obviously he has pretty good chemistry with those guys. They're like kids, though. If you split them up on a 4-on-4, sometimes I just say I'm going to put somebody else out just to see him. You'll see him like this. But they're fun to watch. They're pretty entertaining.
I heard Tommy interviewing Costello about his, you know, player of the week, and he was asking him about, you know, what it was like to play here, and he said, which I thought was a compliment to you, he walked through several things, and he said, and Steve kind of lets us play our own way, which is nice.
Well, you know, I think that they're so much better. They're not as risky as they were the first couple weeks of the season. So, you know, but they're like a couple of, you know, racehorses that you got to let them run. And you know, I mean, you know, they get a little bit more rein than the rest of the guys because they have so much skill. And, I mean, like I said, I think it's entertaining to watch some of the plays they come up with. And, you know, they put the puck in the corners and behind the net because they know the other guy's going to be there, and that's, you know, part of playing together. One of the things that you really don't get, you know, at the AA level is guys that have played together, you know, that long or as many, we've done that well together. So it's kind of unique and kind of nice that we have them, you know. I think it's fun to watch them. And obviously we've got a team, you know, we've got a bunch of other guys too and that are contributing, but you know, those guys have some pretty unique chemistry, but I guess he didn't like that Steffes was leading goal, so They're pretty competitive too, you know. They want to do well.
So you about halfway through the second period, limited a couple of guys, we just trying to maybe get the fire going, or just try to get them.
Well, I think we were trying to score shorthanded, you know, and we turned it over again, trying to, so, you know, that they probably read somebody's blog or something where we were leading the league in all these categories. No, they were leading the league in shorthanded goals, so let's get some more. So I'll blame Barry for that. That's what the Blamersons do. That's what I call my wife. Don't repeat that. She wouldn't know where to read. She didn't read any of that stuff, so.
Dell back in town, is he gonna probably play?
He's playing Saturday night.
Okay.
We're gonna put Riley on reserve for this weekend, and he's been sick. Been playing with, they've been testing him for strep throat or something. He's been, you know, he missed the one game because he was pretty sick. He had temperature and stuff, so gonna give him a little rest. He probably could play every game the rest of the year, but we're gonna give him a little rest, put Dell in, and then hopefully get someplace for Gerard to go on Sunday.
Jamie's getting pretty close, but just can't get him in the net.
Yeah, he's a little snake bit, you know, he had that breakaway, and but you know, he's working hard. I just told him maybe hold the puck a little bit more in the offensive zone. I think, you know, when you get the press, sometimes he's, you know, I think he can hold the puck a little bit more as long as he's moving his feet. So hopefully it's just a matter of time, because we need to, you know, we need to get him going. But I mean, obviously the team is winning, but you know that he's got more ability, and so hopefully it comes through Saturday night.
Seems like the last couple of games, there's been some pretty obvious stick penalties on the other team's goals, and after the going, and chop Schultz in the back of the knee earlier in the third period.
I didn't see it. I didn't see the one on Schultz, but
Yeah, he was just, you know, he was in front of the goal, and he whacked him right across the back of the knee. You can see his leg, you know, kind of crumpled.
yeah, I didn't see it. But if the ref, you know, I mean, I thought they had slashes just as bad as Clark's, but we didn't drop our stick. You know, the hip check was a beautiful hip check by Young. And then Young said something to him that you can't say. That's an automatic 2-minute penalty. I mean, I was mad at him. I told him that you can't do that. But, you know, you can say a lot of things, but you can't, some things you can't say. Some things you can't say to your wife or to the ref. You're going to get in trouble. Or your girlfriend.
You feel like if Dell's back for a while, you might be able to use both guys to keep them fresh?
Oh, yeah, we're gonna play Dell, and Riley, you know, right now, Dell will play Saturday, and Riley will play next Friday. That's if he's okay from coming back in reserve. Pretty sure he's okay. Dr. Martinson will clear him.
Speaking of getting in trouble, we've been taking a lot of penalties.
Yeah, too many.
But our special teams are doing so great. So does that concern you that much? Because of
Yeah, I mean, you know, you look at, you know, the first period was good. You know, there are too many men on the ice, though. I mean, Steppas is sprinting to the bench and sees the puck come. And then he stops about 5 feet from the bench and turns back. And of course, because the play is there, you know, Costello's watching the puck. So I just brought it up. I mean, in that situation, if you're coming racing to the bench and you decide you're not coming off, you better say something. You know, you better say, I'm not changing, or hold up or something. But he turns back and Costello's not even paying attention to him. You know, so a couple of veteran guys, that was a tough one, and that was the one they ended up scoring on. You know.
I think you felt like we have a really solid team, and it was just kind of they gelled so quickly. It kind of exceeded your expectations a little bit, or you just maybe
Well, I thought we were going to have a really good team. You know, especially once we got Asuchuk back. But I was not prepared for the way we played opening weekend. I was not, you know, giving up those 8 goals and then the empty netter was. So it was really frustrating first couple weeks of the season when you know that you've got a good team, and your defense, the way we're playing defensively as a group was terrible. Like, you know, it goes back to when they had the meeting, and, you know, and we were throwing a lot of, I was pretty unhappy with the way we were playing, and so I'm not surprised that we're in this position that we are. I mean, we have more probably proven East Coast League guys than the rest of our division. We have a lot of guys that either played in the East Coast League before, or, you know, played a few games, and, you know, we don't have as many, I think, Central League guys as some of the other teams, and we were able to pick up some guys. So I'm not surprised that we're where we're at. I'd like to play some teams outside our division, but we gotta wait a little bit longer.
Any other questions? Do you see any difference, I mean, you've been in the CHL for a couple of years, any difference in the ECHL now as opposed to when you were involved in it before?
Well, you know, because we're really only seeing our teams that we've played, but I know that, you know, I know the level of play on some of the other teams. I know the players, you know, I mean, like Combs and Costello were top players in the league everywhere they've been. So, but when I look at other rosters, I feel like we would do well irregardless of who we're playing. You know, Young led Colorado in scoring for defensemen and was plus 26 last year. So both Ludwigs played. Baker, you know, Baker just got pushed out because of double affiliation and a bunch of contracted guys, and, you know, I mean, he's got to be one of the best rookie defensemen in the league. He got his 5th goal tonight, and, you know, our power play, our #1 unit, takes up a lot of time, so he doesn't get as much power play time, and he's a pretty good defenseman back there. So, you know, I think, you know, you look at where we're at, and Shasper's only got 2 goals, and we're 20 games in, and, you know, hopefully it'll be like last year where this time he's going to break out, and, you know, McMillan's got 2 goals, so, but I think, you know, McMillan's been doing a good job defensively. You know, right now with Asuchek gone, we don't have as much depth at scoring that we had, you know, a week ago, and obviously the Smith deal kind of pissed me off because I passed up on a pretty good player when he was here that I could have had from a contract from another team, so we'll just see what happens with my phone the next few days.
You feel like if we keep playing as well as we are, that you're going to have to kind of find some guys, I get some guys called up, or you think?
Well, you'd think so, you know, I mean, I think that American League's teams know that we're playing in a division that has some of the weakest defense. You know, I mean, you know, we don't have, not all the Central League teams, I think, picked up defensemen late in the game, so we have that, I think, going for us right now, that we're scoring a lot of goals. And I don't think that's lost in the ECHL, but I think we would do well irregardless. I mean, we're still scoring, you know, over 4, and I don't know what it is now, 4 point something, but we're scoring a lot of goals, and we're, you know, we're solid defensively. Our penalty kill's been great. That's the thing that pissed me off about the 5-on-3. You know, we have, we're just killing the crap out of that first period power plays, and we turn the puck over, and then they had the puck 4-on-3 in the zone for about 10 seconds before they scored because our forward was out at the red line going for a breakaway. The defenseman had all kinds of room. He tries to saucer pass through 2 guys, and they knock it down, and, you know, they're 4-on-3 in the zone, and those are the kind of things that drive Gil nuts, you know, which I don't blame him. So, you know, we're still making mistakes, but I think we got a pretty good team, and I get another win Saturday night, and then we'll take a little break. All right?
Thanks, Mark.